people, welcome to yet another episode of Cocktails and Cuisine with Aditi. Today I'm at Spice Goa Berwick. This place is particularly known for its seafood, and of course we are here for a wonderful seafood recipe, but we have a lot of conversations also in store. And I have the lady who is the lady for food in Goa, and that is Odette Mascarenhas. So let's see what Odette is up to. Okay guys, so now I'm with the lady herself, Odette Mascarenhas, and thank you Odette for being a part of this event. And I have one simple question for you, why Spice Goa?
I personally feel that where the fish is concerned and the masalas and the unique flavors, this is my favorite place.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
So now we know.
you know my secret hideout.
Yeah, so
And you know, interestingly, not many people have really explored the taluka-wise cuisine in Goa.
Correct.
We always see something very generic when we talk about menus. So this is one space where they've done a lot of research into what is happening in this taluka, which is known for more gym and ashram and beaches and parties, etc. But nobody has really explored
the cuisine.
the cuisine, which is something really interesting.
So I mean today we are basically talking that within Goan food, what
There
makes
are-
this stand out?
There are categories and
There are
categories and
categories
categories. A lot of people have not done that. Anyway, it's pretty hot out here. See, this
Very
is Goa. Lovely water in the background, but there is better water across there. It's called the water of life. Goa
Okay,
style.
I see the
I'll
bar.
catch up with you.
Okay,
See you.
see you. So while Odette is going to go ahead and hit the bar, I'm going to check out the place and show you how it looks, yeah?
I've just left Aditi. Can you blame me? Can you see this refreshing drink? This is Urak season and this is the place to be. Just imagine. Shao Cho Bar. Can you believe it? This bar was in existence during the Portuguese, and later on it was taken over by a person who kept the same concept. Just look at him over there. He is so ethnic, he's so unique. And having Urak during the season, wow, that's something really refreshing and chilled. What is this called? Urak Jungle Juice. Penne once upon a time was like a jungle, but let's find out a little more about that jungle when we see Atul and Aparna who are slowly coming. Hi, here comes Atul and Aparna. How lovely to see you all, because I was just enjoying this Chauche bar. Chauche bar. See, when I cow, I keep on thinking about food, because you all are known for food. But tell me, why Spice Goa?
And we are a foodie family. I felt the need to portray the dishes which are really Goan and very appealing to the taste buds.
I know I got a nickname for you. I heard you're called Dr. Fish.
Yes,
Oh.
but I'm fond of picking up the best fish from my childhood times.
Oh my gosh, that's so. They used to say fisher of men, fisherman. Aparna, how do you feel about this? Tell me something about what he's talking about.
He's been called Dr. Fish because he goes to the market and he opens their gills, he'll take the smell, and he basically crab, if you see, he will know if it's a boy or if it's a girl.
Wow.
So he can notice, if it's a boy or if it's a girl.
Oh, did it also happen when the babies came in?
No,
no, it didn't
no.
happen at that
No.
time. But jokes apart, I know you all are going to show me all the fish that has
Yeah.
come in today. But this recipes that you have worked on, what's so unique about it?
We are Pennem centric, so I wanted to give some unique dishes like which my grandmother had taught me. So I wanted to give something different.
Oh, lovely. So what are the dishes? I know you're called Dr.
We
Fish.
are basically a seafood centric restaurant, and see our dishes revolve mostly around seafood.
Okay, let's stop there. I know he's trying to tell me that seafood and seafood. How many varieties of fish do you have today?
We have not less than 18 to 20 varieties of fish, from small to big.
Wow. Boy to girl?
Yes,
Oh,
boy to
that
girl.
boy to girl. All right, so let's go on. Let's have a look. Aditi is waiting for us there. We're going to discuss the fish that you've got today and the menu and the recipes involved.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
Yes.
that you had a lot of fun behind the bar or rather in front of the bar without me.
I'm full of spirit.
Yeah.
I am full of spirit. Not only because of the ura, but when they were talking about the fish, and I can see the basket in front of me, I am really thrilled at the varieties. So here we have what is, it looks absolutely fresh. What is fish?
It is pomfret.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you all make here?
We make pomfret curry, then we make something called pomfret bharlele pomfret.
Wow.
Yeah. And we tie it in a banana leaf and then get it done. And for the healthy people, of course, there is tandoor in our own Goan masalas.
With Goan masala.
Goan
is
masalas,
what?
absolutely right. Goan
Alright.
masalas.
You know, the interesting part of it, which a lot of us don't understand, in Goa, they used to use a lot of dry cooking also in the past. It was not only curries.
Exactly.
There was a lot
Yes.
of dry things which are made.
Yeah.
So that was the pomfret. I can see a fantastic crab. What do you all call it here?
We call it pulyo.
Alright.
And in our village, we used to call it mulle pulyo.
It's really huge. Is he oh my
And
god.
we get more bigger than this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now they have different crabs in Goa. Some of them are rock crabs, some of them are.
Yeah,
What
white
crab is this?
This is a rock crab.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what would be the best masala for this?
The best masala would be to do a shakudi out of it. Yeah. And the other best would be the tandoor.
You know, shakoti.
Tandoori crab,
I know,
yeah.
Aditi from
Because-
North.
Like seriously,
Because the best thing is it cooks in its own juices. So no external water or anything is added to it. So that gives you the proper flavor of the crab.
But you know, I know you love tandoori, but I'm coming back to the shagoti because originally the shagoti was done in Fairman, am I right?
Exactly.
So it is basically son of the soil masala.
Yes, yes.
And you grew up on that masala.
Exactly.
And an interesting story is, which not many people know, the word shagoti was a combination of shak, which was preparation, and goti, which used to be the meat pieces going in.
Yeah. The meat pieces. The mutton pieces, meat
Meat
pieces,
pieces
or the yeah.
would go inside, and they made it a
Shagoti,
shagoti.
shagoti.
And he's giving us a crab with shagoti. What more do you want? But you know what really interested me? I can see there are mussels here, you've got even oysters here,
And this
lobster. Lobsters were never really eaten in Goa, but what do you all make here which is so...
Lobsters, we do a masala fry lobster in a Goan masala, and then we do the normal butter garlic, but in a different style, where we try to ask the customers whether they want the sauce separately. So that gives you the exact flavor of the flesh.
Wow, flavor of the flesh. I love that, sir. How do you get on with him when he goes on the flavor of the flesh? What more do you want? Aparna really, she doesn't know what to say after that. Aparna, I know he just loves his fish. But you are the person in the kitchen. And when he spoke about banana leaf, I heard about this fantastic preparation that you make here in your kitchens. It's called the polete suda.
Oletle sukta.
Have you ever heard something? Even I never heard it.
you have not heard
never
about that.
heard
That's
this
that's
preparation.
news to me.
No,
Me not
seriously.
hearing it is still.
They actually showed me how it is made, and I would like that to be the dish that they're going to showcase.
So that's what we are going to prepare.
Yes, we are going to do
How
that.
exciting for all our viewers that this lady is going to make something which even audit masqueraders has not
I
heard
had
about
not
or
heard
not
about,
tasted. So
honestly.
we're really excited and I think we should head.
It was actually a gift by our grandmothers
Yeah.
after doing all the course of the work.
Alright, so let's go and see how it is being done. We're going to discuss the masala and then we're going to show the methodology. It's short and sweet, it doesn't take too much time. So I'm sure you will enjoy what's happening.
So great. So we'll see you in the kitchen now and let's get going.
Yeah. See, we're lucky we've got this lady here.
Yes.
And
I'm so
she
excited.
is in her domain.
Yes.
And I can see the banana leaves, I can see the twine, and I can see that you pulled your son along to learn it. Because as she said, it's her grandmother's preparation.
And all I can see is this plate of all the lovely
you love
masalas.
food, you can't help it.
I
yes.
can't help it, no?
All
I
right.
mean, just look at these ingredients. I mean, this is something that I've always loved, you know, the way you arrange the ingredients and kind of gives you a glimpse of what's going to happen in the recipe.
So what is it? Tell me.
See, basically, like I use coriander.
Lots of
Yeah. Then this is lemon juice, turmeric powder, salt for taste, green chilies, garlic, ginger, and this I'm going to mix in the masala. I'm not going to grind it.
so that won't be
Oh,
grinded.
No. This
So
all
what you have got
is
here,
this masala after grinding. All the ingredients.
and this is going to be put onto the prawns.
Yeah. And then wrapped in a banana leaf.
Wow. Wow. And how long do you keep the marinade?
See, around 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes
That's
is
it.
yeah, that's it.
Because
Yeah.
prawns absorb.
Yeah.
All right. So we are now going to move out of the frame and we're going to zoom in and see Aparna work busy.
But just again, just to clarify to our viewers, so this masala is with all the other things except the onions. Onions you add later on, so probably that will bring in a little crunch,
crunchy
and
thing.
crunchy things. So this masala is totally without the onions, and rest of all the things are grinded together. So yeah, let's get going.
You know, Aparna, after that fantastic show you put in the kitchen, it's now time to see these little babies sitting in front of you, and it's time for tasting. Has she ever made this at home?
Yeah, she has.
You like it?
Yes.
So this is a type of
And I've
thing.
already planned to make it at home tonight.
You're making it at home, and that will happen to everybody.
It is
who
such a
watches.
simple recipe that you just can't kind of, let it go. I mean, it's
And yet it's so unique.
Yeah, it is.
And yet it's so unique. So we're going to put one on each table, and then I'm going to just share. This is what Atul had told me about, but let me see if I remember the story behind this as to how this actually came into the grandmother's kitchens. Now the story says that in the olden days, many of the people in Penne used to work in those big houses.
Yeah.
And when they used to work in the kitchens in the big houses, there was one preparation which they used to make, which used to be called the bharlela bangde, where the
Yeah.
mackerel
You
was
slit
slit
it
and then you tie it up and all those rich coconut and everything used to go in. Now the kids of the people who used to work there used to watch this happening and they wanted to have it in the houses. But unfortunately, that used to be very expensive preparation, with all the spices and the coconut and all. Wow, what did I drop down? And all these things that went inside. So the grandmothers created a preparation where prawns, which were available in plenty,
Right.
were brought in, a simple masala put in, and they
More like a slightly less expensive version.
More backyard
Economical
veggies.
and
Yeah, more
something-
backyard veggies.
Something which you get easily.
Yeah, the coriander.
And which
Part of the sustainable living.
Yeah,
That.
exactly.
very smart and very innovative, very creative.
Yeah.
And while you all are talking, I'm being very innovative and creative, and I am
So
looking.
this is like a modern day toffee.
Alright, you don't need cutlery for all this. Wow, just look
Yeah.
at how succulent and moist and ooh la la.
And so much of masala on mine. Wow.
Did you see the silence on the table? I don't know what say you.
That means we're busy eating.
You know, Aparna, it's absolutely yum because the coriander
Yeah.
and the sliced spice and penne food is considerably spicy, but this is sliced spice. I saw so many chilies, I got worried for a moment. But even if anybody makes it at home, and I don't think anybody has eaten something like
I'm
this.
sure.
Anyway, cheers to you all. Thank you. And thanks to Spice Goa for
It's been
this
lovely.
superb
Yeah.
event. Superb event. And absolutely tasty. And I'm sure this dish is definitely going to be made in many kitchens in the future.
I'm very
Yes.
sure it's going to be made in mine for tonight.
Wow.
So it's my dinner for tonight for sure.
All right.
So thank you so much once again, all of you. And thank you, Audit, for.
When I
being a part
find
of this.
hidden treasures and gems
Yeah.
like this, for me it is absolutely
So thank you so much, and thank
My
you, Audit,
pleasure.
thank you, Rohan, thank you, Aparna.
Thank you, sir.
You have been a great host, and we wish you all the luck. And guys, I mean, irrespective you make this dish at your home or not, but I think it deserves that you need to come here and taste it from the lady herself. So Spice Goa it is at Verim, and I think you need to really come here and try this and many more other dishes that they have. You remember that basket which we saw, so I think there is a huge variety to look at.
Finger licking good.
Yeah.
QED.
So thank you, and in the meanwhile keep watching Cocktails and Cuisine with Aditi, and we'll be back soon, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.